Hello, everyone out there in the vinyl community, music community. Progat here. Welcome to my channel. I'm just kind of really still devastated and saddened by the news, and I'll just get right to it, of the passing of Robbie Robertson, guitar player of one of the most iconic bands, The Band. That's right, I couldn't believe it. Really shocked. I had my friend Stephen Schneed tell me about it, and I went to go read, and I'm just like, wow, what a year. All these heroes of mine, I'm like, no, are disappearing, going on to the rock and roll heaven. Robbie Robertson is one of my favorite guitar players of all time. I mean, he's on my list. I love his tone. I love the way that he was such a good songwriter and wrote some of their most iconic songs, and they made such great records. Um, I love his flat picking. I love the way he could, whatever you want to call it, pinch, pluck the strings. He's just brilliant. I'll never forget the first time I saw the group. It was The Last Waltz, and I didn't understand what that whole movie was. I was young, I was into my rock and roll and metal, and I saw the band, The Last Waltz, and I was like, what are these guys doing? It's The Last Waltz. I didn't understand they were, making a musical documentary with all these special guests. And so I saw Robbie playing guitar, and I was just like, dang, that dude he has such a great tone. And then when they would play some of the song, I go, oh man, I know that song, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, The Weight. And I was like, wait, I've heard those songs all my life as a kid on the radio, and I love those songs. And I didn't realize that the band was called The Band. I didn't know what they were called. And I remember as a kid seeing the Best of the Band, that album, and didn't think anything about it or make the connection until I saw that movie. But before I get into showing my box set, I just want to say rest in peace, Robbie and Robertson, and prayers to his family and friends. Man, I'm really devastated by this, really, because I've been also watching, sometimes I rewatch it. There's a couple of documentaries, I think one's on Netflix, maybe Hulu, where Robbie Robertson talks about a lot about the band, the history. They weren't one of those bands that bang, the overnight success. They worked. They became fine-tuned musicians and played a lot of the club circuit, from what I understand, in Canada. Then they went on, and later on, and they met and were Bob Dylan's backing band. And man, that is very cool. When Dylan apparently, when he went on his tour in Europe, a lot of fans didn't like that electric period. I love that period. I love the band. And years ago, there was a clearance sale, I'll show this, at one of the record stores, and it was sealed, and I couldn't believe it. I said, I got to get that set, because those are the essential key albums of the band's discography. Here's the box right here. This is so good. These records sound amazing. The Capitol album, 68 through 1977. They sound phenomenal. Look at the side of this. I really like this. What's really neat too is they did a good job and put their names. And I could be wrong, folks, but I don't know if you can see that very well. But I don't think there are any more surviving members of the band. But correct me if I'm wrong, or if I'm talking out of line, let me know. I apologize. But here's what you get on this. These are the key essential albums. One of my favorite live albums is in here, Rock of Ages. This is so, so, so good. Great one to have. Great live album. Back, I'm going to go ahead and say this, when they made good live albums. I don't think bands do that too much. I don't think the big push anymore is to make a live album with the best songs recorded, the best songs in a group's discography. You know, sell like a greatest hits. But yeah, I don't remember what my first record was that I got at a band, but I want to say it was Stage Fright. I had found a really nice beat up copy. I don't own it anymore. I gave it to somebody of Stage Fright. Really in great condition, but that's the box set, and I'll just show each of the records. They're nicely packaged. This is the band. This is, man, rest in peace. Great musicians they were. This album is just killer. It has this really nice saying right here that says, "I'll be down to get you in a taxi, honey. Better be ready by 8:30. Now, honey, don't be late. I won't be there when the band starts playing." And then there's this really cool photo of the band. Yeah, they replica everything. Really, really, really good. Now, you know, I am one of those guys that if I probably see these albums out in the wild, some early pressings of them, I probably would pick them up. But for right now, I've always been enjoying this box set. Here's Stage Fright. It's not a gatefold, but I love the artwork on this. But inside has this really, really nice poster. Probably the original. Well, this is a replica, but man, wow. And here's music from Big Pink, which seems to be a lot of people's favorite, one of my favorites. I really can't say what my all-time favorite, because I really love these Key Essential albums a lot. And this color right here is like the color of my house. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Here they are. Very young right here. Look at that. I love this photo, and I take it it's with family, friends. It's an awesome photo. Let's see here. Next, I'm moving on to. I hope I'm saying this right. I don't think I ever can. Cahoots. This is a killer record too. Oh man, this is the one that has "Life is a Carnival," "When I Paint My Masterpiece," "Moonstruck," "Smoke Signal." Getting a little emotional, folks. Again, these songs are so good. The songs they did are so, so good, and they should never stop playing songs by the band. This is Moondog Matinee, which I take this a lot of cover tunes on this. This is really good record. I love this record too. It's real good. Inside of it, yeah, has this cool looking poster here that you can get. I don't even know if this is still available anymore, but when it went on sale, I forgot how much I paid for this. $60 or something. It was really, I don't remember, but I know I wanted it. Bottom line, I wanted it. Here's a Rock of Ages, which I think is one of the all-time great live albums. The band Rock of Ages in my top 10 of favorite live albums. This opens up. Look at that. Really nice photos. It's a triple or trifo, whatever you want to say. I don't know, folks. just a awesome concert. Documented, very great document of a live show of the band with Dylan. Now I got a couple of more here. This is this is another, I would say, beautiful album. Look at that photo. This album has some of my other favorite songs on this. Rags and Bones, Ophelia, Hobo, Jungle. It Makes No Difference. Oh my goodness, that's a good song. Forbidden Fruit, Ring Your Bell. Man, those, when I want to hear those songs, it's the band that I want to hear them play those songs. This is a good record, and I want to say that if you got the CDs of some of these albums, they come with bonus tracks, and I don't think I have any more of those. You know, this is Islands. I love this record. You see their silhouettes right here. This is an awesome cover. You see Robbie wearing a shirt with the Canadian, looks like the maple leaf. Yep, I think that is. Good album. It has Right as Rain, Streetwalker, Ain't That a Lot of Love, Christmas Must Be Tonight. That is a song that I don't just play it on Christmas time, but that is a good song. The Saga of, don't know how to say that name. That's a good one. Georgia on My Mind, Knocking, Lost John, and Living in a Dream. That's all. This is. I'll just say that all these great musicians that are leaving, it feels like it's a dream sometimes. Like, what? But man, I'm gonna have to let that soak in. Oh, and I'll notice on this one on here they have other players on this album like Jim Gordon and John Simon. Oh man, really, really, really good. These albums, they say that they're mastered by Bernie Grumman, so maybe this is still available. But folks, yeah, I'm on it. Man, it's hitting prog real hard here. Wow, all these people, you know, rest in peace. Hugs to everyone out there that are saddened by the news. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate you folks out there who take time to leave comments. I'll see you on my next video. Take care.